Man, I've been trying to record for a minute now, man. That's just how it goes, though. Life gets in the way of things. Say you're outside. You're watering something. Like your grass, and you're just really trying to water your grass, and someone comes out, and they're like, "Hey, I need you to take the trash out." When you're already focused on, cutting that grass or watering the grass, you're already focused there, and then someone asks you to take the trash out. As soon as you think you're focused on one thing, the world will come and it will tell you that you need to do something else. And you could take that deep, man. You could be like, damn, Dom's telling me to change my career right now. But I'm not. I'm not really telling you to do anything. I'm just telling you that episode 92 is underway. Today is actually July, 7:51 p.m. on July 19th, 2021. We're getting old. Getting old in the sense of that it's time. We're out here. We're aging. No one out here isn't aging, man. That's the thing. And yes, including Jennifer Aniston, she is aging. I am tired of people saying she doesn't age, because obviously she does, bro. And we all age. So, yeah, that's just how it goes. So welcome to episode 92. Let's get it started. I've been gone for a while, you been tripping. Late night on my phone, I've been sipping. Got me up too late, baby, I'm just trying to sleep. I'm just trying to sleep. Would you love me in my dreams? I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to forget all my problems, cause I'm done. Everybody watching when they look at what might be. I just wanna call my mama, tell her I'm the one. Nothing she ain't know, got my angels right by me. Yeah, got my guidance. I'm just trying to sleep so I can fly in. Baby, take my hand, know that I'm the pilot. I've been waiting just to show you, go and tell me if you like it. So let me down now. I've been gone for a while, you been tripping. Late night on my phone, I've been sipping. Got me up too late, baby, I'm just trying to sleep. I'm just trying to sleep. Would you love me in my dreams? I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to playing act like I'm sleeping, they ain't gon' notice me. Think I live for the week and my mind is with me. And need a smoke break and 2 shots of whatever. I work at Nordstrom, as everyone knows probably by now. I lasted about a month before I put my 2 weeks in. I've already put my 2 weeks in at Nordstrom. I worked that retail job. The premium retail is what they say. I don't know what I think about that. I think, it makes sense to separate yourselves from others, and that's what Nordstrom does. But I just see it as like an everyday, ordinary retail. But, if I say that, that's not good. To the customers, I should say. So, yeah, I'm working there, and, I go on breaks about... So how Nordstrom goes and how most, workplaces should go ideally, you get a break, a lunch, and a break. So every 2 hours on the dot, you get a 15-minute break. So... on the 2 hour dot, on the dot, say I work at 12, at 2 o'clock on the dot, I'm taking my break. And I'm not going to feel bad about it. And so what I do is I usually go to the bathroom, and then I go and sit and chill on my phone, text and see if anyone texted me as I was on shift. And then, I go from there. But what I did notice is I noticed every break room I've ever been in smells like a mixture of feet and lasagna. You know what I mean? Like you walk in there, you're like, all right, I'm going to eat my food, and somehow you get a whiff of feet and a whiff of lasagna. No matter what break room you're in, you could be, at Apple. You could be at, a Fisherman. You could be, it's just that's how the break room smells. I don't know what it is. Do people take off their shoes and eat lasagna in their Tupperware, I've been seeing a lot of people on TikTok, they do they call it the wife face off or something like that. What they'll do is they all go to work, and whoever's wife cooked the best meal wins or whatever. Man, dude, they be getting some nice food. In the break room, I don't really make much. I what I do is I go drink some water, and the water cooler, it's not true. Not a lot of people go and gossip by it. I was kind of expecting that there'd be a lot more drama at the water cooler, but there wasn't. And that's okay. I wasn't really expecting a full-on reality TV show, but I was at least trying to hear something else. But, there's drama in every workplace, And so, yeah, I take my 15, I take my lunch, I take my another break, and then you know what? Like, it's not a bad job, and I'm not trying to hate on Nordstrom at all because, they gave me some money and they gave me a place to work. But it was time to go, and I'm getting ready to travel. So Dom Joseph podcast is going to be, Dom Joseph, I should say, is going to be leaving to the East Coast, and I'm going to be driving back. Oh my God, with my girlfriend, we're going to be driving back from then. That's going to be a big adventure. That's going to be a big story to tell. Everyone has that story to tell, and that guy who just loves telling his stories, he almost licks his lip every time he has to tell a story. It's like, well, when we were out, it always starts with, well, when we were young, well, it's like the introduction to a long story. Well, when we were out, or, well, when we went to that concert, it just starts up everywhere. It's kind of like all mad and stuff, well and all kind of blend in, and they come in and they describe things. That could be for anyone, too. That's not just for natives, too. A lot of people think, oh, you just talk native stuff on here. That's who I am, man. I don't know how many times I've had to tell you that. But I had this really, this big brain moment the other day. I went to Auntie Anne's, and there's a pretzel stop in the mall where I work at, and I kept walking and walking, people walking by and stuff, and get up to the pretzel shop, and I'm like the third person in line. I'm picking out what I want. Do I want the cinnamon sugar one? Do I want a pretzel? And I get all the way up there, and I cave, and I get a pepperoni pretzel. That's usually my go-to. So then I get the pepperoni pretzel, and I say, oh, let me get a lemonade. So I get this lemonade, and then I end up getting an ice water too, because I was like, man, I feel like the lemonade's going to be a little bit too much. I might need to get a water too. So I have a pepperoni pretzel, a water, and a lemonade at this point. So what I do is I drink most of the lemonade first. I finish the pretzel, and then I have like half a water left, and I have like a quarter of lemonade left. And in my head, I was like, oh, if I just like dump the rest of this water in this lemonade, I'm basically creating more lemonade. So I do that, and what do you know? It was not anything like lemonade. It was like really, really watered down lemonade. And I, for some reason, thought I was like, dude, if I just pour more water in my empty lemonade, I'm going to have more lemonade. And that's not how it goes at all. So I'm just letting you know, everyone out there who, maybe you have an extra water and you think you could pour it in your drink to make more of it. It doesn't work like that. You're going to need more sugar and more lemon, probably a little bit more ice, and maybe the lid to your cup and a straw and some money to buy another lemonade. That's kind of how it goes. You need money to, money gives you options and stuff, but it's up to you. It's up to you, It's what that boyfriend says, So my girlfriend won't want to do something, and I feel like I always say it's up to you when I don't really know what to say or I don't really want to do it. Oh, no. You guys do that? It's up to you when you don't really want to do it. It's up to you. I don't know. Up to you is like one of the most, like, I ain't trying to pick, but I hope you just say no. That's basically what it's up to you means. Like, it's up to you. Basically hoping they say no. Oh, that's basically what it's up to you means. Oh, man. Do you want to go eat? It's up to you. Oh, man, that's funny. It's up to you, man. It's always somebody. I say that because I was watching this couple. Me and my girlfriend were out eating sushi, and to my right, there's a boyfriend or whoever, sister, brother, cousin, or I don't know what they were, but it was a guy and a girl, and the girl was like, "Oh, don't you want to go do this?" And he's like, "Nah, it's up to you." So he's basically saying, I don't really want to do it. I don't want to say no and get you mad at me, so I'm going to say it's up to you. Oh, man. I've definitely said it before, though. I'm not going to sit here and say I've never said it, but, that's just kind of how it goes. Oh, man. So working at Nordstrom, though, there's a lot that goes down. I mean, so you're sitting there, and there's one playlist that plays all day. Oh, man. It is the worst playlist. But I started having feelings, or I started having some sympathy and empathy for all the retail workers who work during Christmas. And the reason I started having empathy and sympathy for them is because when it's Christmas time, there's Christmas music that plays. And say you're at an 8-hour shift retail job, you're going to listen to the same All I Want for Christmas Is You probably about 25 times. Oh, man. Can you imagine that? All I want for Christmas is you, baby. You're just hearing that all day long. I think I might have actually sung that so well that YouTube is going to, flag it. Yeah, I mean, YouTube be flagging everything now, man. You say, I want it that way. I want it that way. That's not the Backstreet Boys version. That's the Lil Uzi version of I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. And it's not the eBay song by Weird Al. I used to like that song too. I bought it on Oh, man, I butchered that. But man. The eBay song I would listen to, I would play Halo. Me and my brother, and we'd be playing one-on-one, and he'd start killing me. And then I'd be like, oh, I'm going to put on my pump-up song. And then I would play the eBay song by Weird Al. That would be my pump-up song. Be like, oh, I'm going to go try hard now. And I'd put on my headphones, my big old headphones, and Skull Candies probably, and I'd play eBay song. Oh, man, that was the thing. I liked that song a lot. And for some reason, I liked Seether, the band, and then the song Broken, even though it's a super sad song, and I was in 8th grade. What was I sad for? I had nothing to be sad for. Do you guys ever, when you guys were little, you guys were unnecessarily sad for no reason? That's just, yeah. So, yeah, break rooms smell like a mixture of lasagna and feet, man. They really do. Oh, man, people who do returns at Nordstrom or at Applebee's or any customer who does a return, I swear gives the most attitude. But the thing is I'm trying to help you. As an employee who works in retail, when you come and do a return and you're mad at me, dude, I'm trying to help you get your money back. Believe me, I'm not trying to not find the receipt. I'm trying to do my job to make this seamless and easy. But for some reason, a lot of people think I'm trying to hog the money or something like that. I never understood that. I do understand it to the point though, because when I go to McDonald's, I always have this weird feeling that the employees are hoarding the sauces. Yeah, that's the conspiracy I have. I feel every time I go to McDonald's, and I say, hey, can I get a barbecue and a sweet and sour? They only give me one of each, and I know it's because I didn't specify I wanted more than one of each, but they should know that one sauce is not going to last you, with fries, is not going to last you long. So I don't know why they don't put extra in there. What is it, McDonald's? Is it, I don't get the reasoning behind it. Are you guys hoarding the sauces? I almost feel like at this point McDonald's is hoarding sauces, because when you ask for them, they only give you one, maybe two, and if they give you two, that's as far as they go unless you say extra. And I get it, sauces, they cost money, whatever. But are you guys like building something with the sauce, or are you guys hoarding it? Are you guys like making like robots with this barbecue sauce? Oh, man, if you guys give too many barbecue sauces away, does your like ice cream machine break? Is that like the thing? I'm a sucker for like, if I want barbecue sauce, I'm going to want at least two, and then I get sweet and sour just so I can have a different taste. I went to Chick-fil-A with my girlfriend. We went and got the zesty sriracha, we got the barbecue, we got the Chick-fil-A sauce, and we got one other one, buffalo. And then we all ranked which ones we liked the best. And she rated Chick-fil-A sauce as the best, and I rated barbecue sauce as the best. So we had different opinions on that, and that's okay, because that's what happens. So if you think about it, if you look at this picture right here, a lot of people are going to probably not see this because they are not here, like visually. So what we have here is a picture, and there's a caption that says, "What are you grabbing?" And it's a picture of Otter Pops. There's a pink one, there's an orange one, there's a blue one, a red one, a green one, a grape one, and a orange one. Grape as in purple. I know you guys all knew what I was saying. What kind of Otter Pop do you grab? Me personally, the Otter Pop I go to grab is either the blue or the pink. And I went up and asked my girlfriend that, and she said blue and pink, and I knew we were just like a match made in heaven for that. But what do you guys grab? I feel like it goes blue or pink, and then red, and then anything else is like below. Sometimes the pina colada ones are pretty good. Sometimes the orange ones are pretty good and stuff. But those, that's kind of how I go. The blue and pink ones are pretty good. I get real excited when I get those ones. So what else we got? Oh, yeah. I work at a retail spot that's next to a gym. And it was Sunday, and the normal gym I go to is the YMCA, and they were closed on Sunday. So what did I decide to do? I basically went to 24-hour fitness, which is because it's right next to my job, or my work, or that's how you should say it, right next to my job, right next to my work. And so I get out, I go, and then I realize that it's a 3-day pass. So you have to fill in, your number, your email, whatever. And they keep freaking spam calling me, and they ask me about working at their gym. I get it. It makes sense because I signed up for their 3-day trial, but I don't want to talk to the guys at 24-hour fitness, so quit calling me. So I blocked them. So I go on to 24-hour fitness, I do my workout, and I get my workout done, I do arms or whatever, walk in the locker room, put my stuff away, go into the sauna. I like going to the sauna after a workout. It's just the way to do it. Personally, that's what I think. So I get in there. There's this other older Asian guy in there, and he says, "What's up?" Probably because I look like I kind of am Asian a little bit. And he says, "What's up? We're cool." He goes back to relaxing. I start relaxing. Some guy walks in. This guy walks in. He's in a red tank top, black shorts, Nike Hyper Dunks, and Dre Beats on, Dr. Dre's, or Beats by Dre. And he had him on max volume, and he just got done with a workout, and this guy's playing his music as loud as he can on his headphones, but it's so loud on his headphones, maybe noise canceling in a room that there's stuff going on, but in a room where it's super silent, we can hear the whole song. So he was playing Tupac and stuff like that. And then, hold up. It's like someone outside. But anyway, that's just how it went. And I didn't really understand what was going on. And so I was just sitting there listening. And I was wondering what was going on here. And he just kept ignoring it. So then there's like a heater that's really high up. And in a sauna, you have that little sauna. You can throw water on it, even though you're not supposed to in eucalyptus oil. You're still not supposed to do that. But the guy who was there did it. And he was like, oh, I'm going to put some of this on there. And I was like, oh, that's fine. But the guy before him put his dirty gym clothes on top. And he forgot them in there. So he went into the steam room and he left his things up there. We didn't know because we both had our eyes closed. And we're like, what's that smell? So me and this guy, we're like, what the fuck? And then he's like, oh, that guy left his gross, sweaty clothes on top of the heater. So the whole sauna smelled like feet. Oh, man. So I was like, we were there and we were just basically relaxing in this guy's BO. And I didn't really understand why someone would do that, man. That was just I'm not trying to be hateful on myself or anything. That was kind of boring. How about we turn it up a little bit and we kind of see what else we got here? Oh, yeah, the I'm a real G story. Oh, no. Okay. So where were we? Oh, man, I don't even remember where we were. I think I was still at 24-hour fitness. And we were walking. I was walking. This is the next day. And this guy walks in and he was like, yeah, we were at the gym. And he was sitting there and he was lifting weights and he was like, I'm a real G. I was like, all right, cool. This guy's getting pumped up, And then I look and he's talking to someone. I was like, oh. He's like, man, I want the 60-pound one because I'm a real G. I'm a real G. He kept saying it over and over again. I thought he was singing a song, but he wasn't. Turns out he was yelling at this guy because the guy was like, hey, man, can I get that? Can I use it? He's like, no, because I'm a real G. He kept basically saying you can't use the weights because he's a real G. Basically saying you can't use anything because he's a G. And I was like, why is he acting so ridiculous at this point? He just kept screaming, I'm a real G. Eventually I went downstairs because I was almost done with my workout. I didn't get to see what fully unraveled and stuff. But it was pretty dude, it's only a 60-pound dumbbell, there's going to be more. You're not missing out too much if you don't get your 60-pound curl, So yeah, that was pretty crazy. And that was just all at 24-hour fitness. So 24-hour fitness definitely had some stories to tell. And I don't know if I could ever do that. Go in public and scream, I'm a real G, just because someone tried to take my weight. What was funny about it is that the guy who was asking, there was another one right next to it. So it's he didn't even really need to ask for it, but he did. And he just kept saying, no, I'm a real G. And there was also this other guy that was next to me in the gym who kept looking at me. And not in a weird way, just a competitive way. Oh, he's curling that and I'm bigger than him. It wasn't even I was trying to curl more. I think he was oh, I'm only doing this for reps. Look, don't think I can't do what you're doing. When that's ridiculous. When you're at the gym, it's kind of you're doing your own race. That's what it should be. You shouldn't even worry about anyone else. But a lot of people like to think the other thing. If there's a guy benching next to me, I'm going to want to bench more than him no matter who it is. And that's just, I think, competitive nature. Men and women do it, so it's not just a man thing. I'm not trying to be only men at the, I'm not trying to be like that. Come on, bro. What else we got here? Oh, yeah. So I've been going out to eat. The world's slowly opening back up. And I was like, all right, yeah, I'm glad we're here. And they're like, oh, have you seen our menu? And I was like, oh, is it a QR code? Yeah, and then there's a QR code. And here's the thing with the QR code menus, man. I don't like QR code menus strictly because it encourages someone to take their phone out and look at it. Because here's the thing. With QR code menus, this is what you end up doing. You go to the restaurant, you say, oh, you guys have a QR code menu, you scan it, you read it, you're like, oh, and then someone texts you, you're on your phone, and then you have to rescan it, and then you forget what you want. I feel like QR code menus make me forget my order way faster for some reason. And for the most part, QR code menus are encouraging people to be on their phone at a table. When I'm at a dinner table, it's actually a really, really big pet peeve if I'm talking and someone pulls out their phone. And I don't try to be rude about it. I don't ever call anyone out on it. But if I'm at dinner, I usually just put my phone away. If it rings and it's like my mom or something, I'll answer it maybe. But I usually just call them back. Or I go to the bathroom, I get up from the table and then go use my phone. I don't even like to use it there. Like if someone says, hey, let's look up like when Elvis came to town in Seattle and it's for like a talking point, that's okay. But I feel like with the QR code menus, it like extends the amount of time the phones are at the table. And I'd rather be on my phone looking at something and then look at the menu. I don't know where my complaints are going with this, but all I'm saying is QR code menus blow. Just use the regular menus. They're better anyway. And they're cheaper probably too. I guess the QR code menus sit on a website and you got to pay for the website. I guess the menus you got to print. But if you print them, laminate them, and keep them in a booklet and keep them clean every time, then you're good. I feel like QR code menus were made because people were too lazy to Lysol wipe the laminated menus. That's the only reason I feel like QR code menus are a thing now. Get up and grab that Lysol wipe and wipe the laminated menu. And I know, here's the thing, I'm going to get a lot of backlash because people are going to say, you don't realize how hard waitresses and waiters and all them work and chefs in restaurants. Yes, I do. I've never done it. My girlfriend's a waitress at the Cheesecake Factory. Not going to tell you which one, but I could see how hard it is, and I'm not hating on it, but I'm just saying regular menus are better than QR code menus, and I'm not going to sit here and argue with you because that's just how it goes. QR code menus blow. Regular menus are the cool thing. People are going to say, okay, millennial or okay, boomer, but it's the truth. So that's where we're at with that. I hate QR code menus and I like regular menus. So yeah, that's just how it goes. What else is going on? Oh yeah. You know, when you guys are at this is how it usually goes. My girlfriend and I will go and get a coffee. So, yeah, she'll be like, oh, that espresso stand looks nice. So we pull in, and then we go. I'm usually driving, so we pull in, and I pull into the driver's side because that's just how drive-thrus go. My girlfriend's on the passenger side, and the barista is on the left side of me. And my girlfriend will say, hey, can you order a blank, 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 like a really long order? And I usually never, then she usually just says, I'll order it. And I'm like, okay. So I basically pull up and do this awkward, like, you know, like when you when your girlfriend orders coffee and you're just like, yeah, I'll just get an ice water, like that awkward, like, For the people who are listening, like on audio, like I'm basically just looking back and forth, like not saying anything. Oh man, that's always the best. I'm gonna like edit that out or something and like make it's gonna be funny. Man, I just missed podcasting, man. I love doing this, man. It's a passion. So what I'm gonna be doing this Thursday is gonna be talking to some group of Native kids, telling them about how starting a podcast is good, how it helps me out, and you know that's just how it goes. You know, like you gotta help out your people. You know, where would I be without being Native and stuff, without my tribe and without my family? You know. That's just how it goes. You know, you gotta give props to where you're from, man. I was told that from my grandpa and from a lot of people, it's about where you're from, your family, and who you are, who your grandparents are, and stuff like that. You gotta remember that. When I introduce myself as Dominick Joseph. My grandpa's Kenneth Joseph. My mom's Sheena Joseph. I'm from the Tulalip tribes. that's how it goes. You tell people who you are by how you represent your family, yourself. Man, I'm just really preaching to you guys at this point. Oh, yeah, that beaded lanyard making me feel like I gotta preach or something. Like I gotta, I don't know, man. My cousin, shout out to Chris Lynn, she beaded me this lanyard. I've been wearing it around. When you wear that beaded lanyard, you start feeling a different way, When you put the beaded lanyard on and you have the backwards cap on, that's just the fit, I feel like. You put that white tee on, you got to put the beaded lanyard on too. When you have to. You got to get the hat on backwards too. You flip it frontwards or backwards, really. That's the fit right there, man. I just think, personally, the white tee with a beaded lanyard and a snapback or a hat is just native as fuck, bro. It is, dude. I'm telling you. If you wearing a backwards hat, white t-shirt, and a beaded lanyard, it don't matter what else you're wearing, man. That's native as fuck. It is, bro. Oh, man. Excuse my language and stuff, but it is, man. I'm all for that. That's one of my favorite fits right now this summer. Basketball shorts with it, You got them native basketball shorts with you that you got them on a powwow, Oh, man, those are clutch. But they're always, like, thin, They're always kind of thin, but they're really cool. I mean, that's the thing. Like, the powwow shorts that you get are never really the nicest material, but they're the coolest. I'd rather have cool shorts that are a little thinner than normal shorts than have normal shorts that are just bland. Like, I want people to be like, dang, there's a lot going on there. Like, that's the goal. Just like with this podcast, you want to have, like, people be like, oh, damn, that's deep of what he's saying. Yeah, man, I'm all for that. I'm all for people, talking about the pod. So make sure you guys are out there talking about it, make friends. And I feel like as a native person, I was at a casino and, there's a lot of people on the slots and there's a lot of people yelling around. And I heard this guy say like, oh, I may be blank in blank, but I'm not blank. So they basically say like, you're like, man, you know what you are, man? You're lazy. And the guy will go, I may be non-cooperative. I may not go into work on time. I may not do my job, but I'm not lazy. That's what, have you guys ever noticed, like, people will do that, especially natives, will be like, man, you never watch your kids. Man, you know what? I never may pick up my kids from school. I may never go to their birthday parties. I may never bring them to the dentist. But I'm not going to sit here and say I'm never there for my kids. They basically just give you like 3 reasons why they're never there, but they won't accept the reason. They basically won't let you tell them that they're lazy. They're going to admit that they are in their own way. Oh, man. I got that from inspiration from another podcast. Shout out to Chris, and Congratulations podcast. And he was talking about Italians, and I thought that's exactly what natives do too. So, I don't really plan on making that a clip, but it's true, man. Natives will do that. Oh, basketball season. I wish that was around more. And summer, man. Summertime's coming to almost August. August is the time, where it's just hot. August is that heat where you walk outside and you just start cussing for no reason. You walk outside. Fuck. Damn. Shit. And then August ends, and then in September, football season rolls around. People start going back to school. You start seeing them back to school commercials. I'm surprised I haven't seen a back to school commercial yet. It's July. But they start, sounding them markers real quick. You get them hitters real quick, man. But, this is like the best podcast, in the universe, man. This is, man. It really is. Man, you guys ever heard that song? Tribute by Tenacious D? It's the greatest song in the world. Oh, man, I forgot how it goes. I was just listening to it. But you know what? We're here today. It's 8:30 p.m., July 19th, 2021. How else can we... Oh, man. What have you guys been doing, man? You guys got to call the hotline, 425-320-3641. Remember to stay active. Say what up on social media. Comment back and forth. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on everything else. But today, we're going to end this show a little early. My last 2 episodes have been a little early. Ended a little early. But, we're out here. I plan on getting some guests on here. So thank you guys so much for being here today. And the next episode, I hope to have a guest on. If not, we'll be stuck here with me. But as always, we're going to end out with a little bit of ETG. Thank you guys so much for being here today. And, have a great one out there. You guys deserve to have a great day. And go enjoy the sun a little bit. Jump in that water, and then also, taking them meals and make sure those meals are good, and thank you guys for being here today. That's just what we're here for, man. Go clean out that dream catcher, man. A lot of you guys got that filled up dream catcher. So what I need you guys to go do is go to your dream catcher, take it off the wall, take it off that blanket, what you do is then you grab it. You grab the dream catcher, you light some sage and you clear it out. You let all those bad dreams go. A lot of you guys got these dream catchers just hanging there catching all these bad dreams, but they fill up. You got to remember that. You got to go empty them. So you grab your dream catcher tonight, grab some sage and clean it out. Get them bad dreams out of there. Open a window, bring it outside. Those bad dreams will be out of there. And, you can put some more bad ones in there, some more good ones. No more, clean out them dream catchers, man. That's what it's all about. Make sure you guys are being good to yourselves, getting that good night's rest. 7 hours, 8 hours, man. Those are them numbers, man. That's why on the slot machines it's 7s, bro. That's the reason it's 7s. But anyway, man. Anyways, have a great one. Episode 92, Dominick Joseph Podcast. Follow us on all platforms. We out of here. Boy. I've been gone for a while, you been tripping. Late night on my phone, I've been sipping. Got me up too late, baby, I'm just trying to sleep. I'm just trying to sleep. Would you love me in my dreams? I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to forget all my problems cause I'm done. Everybody watching when they look at what might be. I just wanna call my mama, tell her I'm the one. Nothing she ain't know, got my angels right by me. Yeah, got my guidance. I'm just trying to sleep so I can fly in. Baby, take my hand, know that I'm the pilot. I've been waiting just to show you, go and tell me if you like it. Let me down now. I've been gone for a while, you been tripping. Late night on my phone, I've been sipping. Got me up too late, baby, I'm just trying to sleep. I'm just trying to sleep. Would you love me in my dreams? I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to play and act like I'm sleeping, they ain't gon' notice me. Think I live for the week and my mind is weakening. Need a smoke break and 2 shots of whatever. Multiply the 2 until they both surrender. And now I'm better than ever, like got a cuties watching. Like rollers watching the Cuban autumn, the mouths are watering. I'm drowning, I'm hoping the world ain't pleased, I'm underground. I'm drowning, I need a hand, so please don't let me down now. I've been gone for a while, you been tripping. Late night on my phone, I've been sipping.